Ever play around on the tennis court, but don't know the rules? Let's go over some basics. The goal of the game is to win a match. A player wins a match by winning 2 out of 3 sets. A set is made up of a series of single games. A player scores 1 point in a set by winning a game. The first player to reach a score of 6, or in other words win 6 games, wins the set. If the score in the set reaches 5-5, the first player to reach 7 wins the set. The game starts off with a serve. Player serving needs to stand behind the baseline and serve it to the opposite box, called the service box. If the ball hits the net or doesn't fall within the service box, the server gets another chance to serve. If the serve is missed twice, it's a point for the other player. If the serve hits the net and still falls over in the service box, it's considered what's called a let. When this happens, the server can serve again and it doesn't count against their serve count. The same player serves through the game and they alternate sides each time. There are 2 sides of the court. The deuce side and the ad side. The deuce side is on the right side of the court, while the ad side is on the left. The first serve of the game must be on the deuce side. On the serve, the ball must land in the service box. If the ball touches the line at all, it's considered in. After a serve, each player must return the ball before it bounces twice on their side. For singles, the boundary lines are the 2 inner lines called the single sidelines. Once a player hits it outside these lines, or doesn't return it before the second bounce, it's a point for the other player. Scoring in tennis is a little different than other sports. Instead of a standard 1, 2, 3 score, the score goes from 0 to 15 to 30, 40, then game point. When the score is 0, instead of calling that 0, you would call that score out as love. So, if the server's score is 0 and the receiving player's score is 15, the server would call love 15 before they served. Once a player reaches a score of 40, they win that game. There is a catch to that though. If the score is 40-40, the score is deuce, and the next player to make a point holds what is called the advantage. If the server has advantage, they would call the score as add-in. If the receiver player has the advantage, the server would call the score as add-out. If the player that has advantage loses the next point, the score is deuce again. If the player who has the advantage scores, the game is over. After a game is won, the receiving player serves for the next game. The players switch sides after every odd-numbered game. So, if it's after the first, third, fifth game and so on, players trade sides of the court. Remember, a set is over when a player first reaches 6 games. Once that happens, the players start a new set and the player to win 2 out of 3 sets wins the match. Hope this quick explanation helped a little for the next time you get out on that court. Tennis is such a great sport. Hope you keep playing. And remember, if you need help finding someone to play with or organizing a league, tournament, or casual play, Huddle Up Sports can help.